Hello, hello, and good morning. Ali Benjamin here with Growing Edge Live, our weekly tune-in, our spiritual tune-in and tune-up. So glad that you're jumping on. Going to give a few minutes to welcome our community as they join us this morning on January the 31st. Hello, Carol. We are here at the end of January. One whole month has gone by since we ushered in the new year. So welcome, welcome. We're going to continue with our theme of Happy New Year and Happy New You and new beginnings. And welcome. I'm so glad that you're here this morning. And I'd love to know where you are. And I'm sure everybody else that is joining us would like to know too. So go ahead and post it in the comments below where you are, where you're watching from. And if you're watching this replay, go ahead and put it in the notes here on YouTube. So good to meet you virtually this way. Good morning, Ben. Hello. And I know that Michael, my beloved, is using my Facebook account, so you'll see him posting as Allison Benjamin. And he's in Eden, Utah. And there's Dr. Pam. Hello and welcome. We're here to inspire conscious evolution, heal hearts, and transform lives. That is our mission at the Satya Center. And here with our Growing Edge Live broadcasts, your weekly spiritual tune-in and tune-up. So glad that you're here. And I'm here in Hurricane, Utah, or as the locals call it, Hurricane. And, Natalia and William, hello, hello. Oh, and there's Michael from our offices at the Satya Center in Ogden, Utah. So welcome, everyone. I'd like to start with this awesome song by Leslie Monroe. So here we go.
Free my mind, open my heart with the whispers of truth, to live a conscious life, to live a conscious life. On the growing edge, on the growing edge.
Om and welcome. I'm Ali Benjamin with Growing Edge Live broadcasts. We meet here virtually on Facebook every Sunday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And we've been meeting for over 10 years now, virtually for the last year and a half, but in person for over 10 years. And so welcome, welcome, welcome. Today we are going to be exploring and many of you have heard this, I know, because it's on t-shirts and mugs and stickers, keep calm and carry on. The perfect message for us as we're ending the month of new beginnings, of the new year. And so before we get into that, let's take a moment to center ourselves. So let's take a breath and close the outer eyes. And take that 18-inch journey from the head, the linear mind, down, 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 into the heart center, your spiritual center. And let's take a deep breath, breathing in through the nose. Holding it a second, and when you're ready, exhale through the nose. One more. Exhale. One more deep, cleansing, centering breath. Inhale. All the way down, down into your belly. Expanding the diaphragm, and exhale when you're ready. And let your breath find its natural rhythm. As we take this time to consciously connect with our body, connect with our energies, just get a sense of how you're feeling, knowing that all feelings are here to be felt. Maybe you're feeling joy and eagerness for being together in our community here. Maybe you're feeling a little unsettled. Just notice what you're feeling. And whatever that is, allow it to bring you more centered, more focused in this now moment. The only moment, this point of creation. And take a moment to set your intention. What's your intention for this time, the next 20 minutes together here? And just get a sense of what wants to bubble up. Not necessarily what the mind is telling you, but what your heart is telling you. Why are you here today? And honor that. Maybe envision yourself doing a deep bow, honoring yourself, honoring this community, your community. And take another deep breath. Feeling grounded, connected to Mother Earth, centered, and open and receptive to the divine flow of energies. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back to this moment. And hello, if you're joining us, welcome. Keep calm and carry on. Many of us have seen this on mugs, on t-shirts, on stickers. And so I did a little research because it comes from the British Isles, Great Britain, England to be exact. And this was a poster that was developed from the Ministry of Defense during World War II. And I watched a movie last night, coincidentally, about World War II and an archaeology dig that was going on. I think the name of the movie is called Dig. I think it was on Netflix. Anyway, coincidentally. So this poster was actually not widely distributed during that time, but it came from the Ministry of Defense. And during that time, London specifically was being, hi Lisa, London was being invaded, and there were air raids taking place. And actually my father, who was 3 years old at the time, him and his brother were sent away from their family in the East End of London and moved out into the countryside and stayed with a family on a farm for over a year. And so it was a tremendous time of fear and struggle. And so the Parliament, the government, put out this poster along with several other ones. And the other ones were, these were the quotes: "Your courage, your cheerfulness, your resolution will bring us victory." And another one: "Freedom is in peril. Defend it with all your might." And the Keep Calm design wasn't actually widely distributed like those other ones. But I want to take the message in that. Not that we're in a wartime per se, but there's a lot of stress and a lot of struggle going on. And we are experiencing a great challenge with this pandemic. And so in that sense, there is kind of a war on humanity. So I wanted to dig into this Keep Calm and Carry On message in the hopes that together here today, that we can find some peace and some easy steps forward so that we can move with more calm and peace in our worlds and in our lives. Why? Because isn't that what we all want? We want to experience a greater sense of calm and peacefulness. So what I know is that there's a beautiful world that's possible for each of us, and it really starts with us. We know that thoughts create. We know that our energy and emotion affect our experience. And so as I studied for this, I thought, well, I'm going to go to science to hear what science says about the effects of stress on the body and how we can better overcome these when we're having stressful thoughts, when we're reacting to what we see on the news, when we're maybe feeling a lot of isolation due to lockdowns, and maybe we're experiencing a pinching off of our financial flow and abundance. Maybe there's health issues, relationship issues that come along with all of these new ways of life, new ways of being, these guidelines that our different states, wherever we are, ask us to follow. So I'd love us to carry on with the sense that there's something amazing possible. And that amazing thing is that we have the freedom to create a life of joy, of beauty, and of love. All of this is possible, but it's not so possible when our thinking is bombarded with fearful thoughts. So Dr. Bruce Lipton says, when you're in fear, you shut down the growth and maintenance of the body. So we go into that fight or flight mode, and chemicals and hormones are released in our body in response to those thoughts that we're having that are fearful. Now, this might have been beneficial when humanity was in the evolutionary stage of caveman, and when there was when there were saber-toothed tigers out to get us. This fight and flight response was very helpful. But there aren't the saber-toothed tigers. There's pandemic. There's things that we can protect ourselves from, more available to us. He says, stress hormones shut down the immune system to conserve energy so that we can run away from threats. But we can, and by the way, Bruce Lipton is a scientist and epigeneticist. And so he studies our genes and our genetics. And what he says is that even though we might have genetically things in our history, in our ancestors that might predispose us to physical conditions, such as heart disease or lots of other chronic diseases that we can experience in our lives, we don't have to just settle for that. We can rewire our brain, because our brain informs our blood, and our blood informs our health. So wouldn't it be wonderful if we could do something to stop the chain of ancestral disease, to stop our fear and our stress response to what's going on in the world? So we can do that primarily, and here's what he says. Number one, maintain your health. Eat good food that's good for you, organic, natural foods. I know that Michael and I are studying an amazing book. Michael can put the title in the notes, but it's by Dr. Robert O. Young, and he talks about an alkaline diet. And when we can create an alkaline environment inside of us, this removes acids and helps us create the optimal environment for maintenance and cell growth. So eat healthily, take vitamins and supplements that enhance our immune system, because it's that weakened immune system that leads to the breakdown. Then we're in that fight and flight response. And most importantly, and what I love to talk about, is watch what you're thinking. You've heard me say many times, stand guard at the door of your mind. Stressful thoughts create fear, and fear is decreases the efficacy of our immune system. And our immune system is everything as we're out there in the world, especially with COVID. We want to bolster our immune system. So I'm going to focus on thoughts today. He says that whatever picture you hold in your mind, the brain translates that picture into chemistry that complements that picture. So the brain, whatever you're holding in your mind, whether it's something you're actually seeing or something that you're just picturing, some fearful thought or some wonderful thought, whatever that picture in your brain, in your mind is, the brain translates that picture into chemistry, because that's what the brain does, right? It's a place of our chemistry, and that chemistry then complements the picture in our mind, and that puts that chemistry, releases chemicals into our blood and the body. So our body responds to what we're thinking. You've heard this. You know this. We can change our thinking and change our life. We can change our thinking and change our body, change our chemistry. And so we start from the inside out. We can't change the outside world until we change our inside world. And so keep calm and carry on is a very important premise. And we can do this by thinking calming, beautiful, joyful thoughts. So our cells can be in a state of protection, where we're in that fight, flight, when we're on hold or on freeze. And many of us that have experienced trauma in our past, in our childhood, or currently, can get into a loop, a stressful loop, a trauma loop, a loss loop, a grief loop. And if you're interested in working more on that, go ahead and IM me personally, and I would love to get you more information about some of the coaching and the classes I'm doing for trauma and transcending trauma and moving into authentic power and healthy body, mind, and soul. But that's another topic for another time. So many of us get in this cycle of reaction, and when we do that, when we're not in a place of healthy growth in our bodies, we close down and we become stagnant, and then our bodies shut down in response to that. So we can be open to joy and love and light and laughter and innovation, or we can be shut down. When we're shut down, we're not able to access those greater creative opportunities, because we're just in survival mode, and we want to be in thrival mode. Yes. And so we want to be open rather than closed. We want to be open to love and closed to fear. So let's put as we've been working all month on visioning, of creating a vision for ourselves and our lives, imagining what's possible for us, what we'd like to experience, who we'd like to be, and putting it into practice. I've created a little acronym for the word calm, CALM, calm. Keep calm and carry on. So we put it into practice by remaining centered. And centering is the word that I've chose for the first letter, calm, of calm. So centering, we center ourselves physically. We did that at the beginning of this session. We watched our breath. We paid particular attention to moving the breath through the body, knowing that our intake of oxygen, especially when we're doing deep nasal breaths in and out, between 4 and 6 a minute, and when we're allowing that oxygen to move and settle into our body, we're creating a healthy place for us to center ourselves through the breath in our body physically. Let's do that together. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a minute, and then exhale. We hold that for a minute. And as we continue to breathe slowly, intentionally through the nose, and you can look it up why breathing through the nose is so healthy. I've been a mouth breather my whole life, so it's not natural for me, but it's very healthy. Our body is designed to cleanse the air when we breathe in through the nose. So look that up. So we center ourselves physically, emotionally. We check in. How am I feeling? What am I feeling? And allow feelings to come and go, knowing that we don't have to stay stuck in difficult emotions, but we get to feel them and honor them. Maybe ask, what is this emotion for me? What am I here to learn from this? And then we let it go and we allow those emotions to move through us. We center ourselves mentally. We just watch what we're thinking. And we allow difficult thoughts to come and go, and we center ourselves spiritually, knowing that there's something beautiful happening. We center ourselves in oneness, the one life, the one power, the one infinite organizing presence that is God or love or the universe, whatever term you call it. All of us have slightly different ideas of what that is, but you know what that is for you. You center yourself in that universal presence and power, and let's envision in this centering place a golden thread sinking down into Mother Earth, and we can anchor ourselves and feel that we belong here, that we're available to receive and give thanks for everything that the earth has provided us. Think of it, all the things that we experience, the food and the shelter and the clothing and our friends and our family. We're surrounded by this physical, amazing manifestation that the earth is. We're all made of the very same substance, this stardust that we're all made up of. So we center ourselves in the knowing that we're all connected, we're all one, we're supposed to be here, we belong where we are. And as we take on this feeling of peace and calm as we connect and we occupy our own essential physical nature, we get to feel that we're really grounded in grace. We're this amazing spiritual being, ineffable, can't see it, don't really know what it is, that spark of life, and we're housed in this temple, this beautiful physical temple. So we center ourselves, centering. And then the second word is asking. C-A, part of the word calm is C-A, asking. So we ask ourselves questions. We ask the universe questions. We remain curious. What is this life for me? Who am I becoming? What's truly important and meaningful for me? And we stay in that place of centered, calm, while we ask questions, while we remain eagerly curious about who we are and what we are. And then the next word is listening. C-A-L, calm, C-A-L-M. And so as we come to that place of listening, we ask, what is true here? What is true here? And we listen. We listen, and through our meditation, we begin to realize that as we become still, we've asked our questions, clarifying questions, and then we stay receptive. We are receptors. We can listen with that deeper ear. The outer ear, we can hear all kinds of things. But it's that inner ear that we want to activate. So imagine yourself in that, maybe close your eyes for a second, and imagine yourself occupying your most spiritually awakened persona, your true self that's beyond the personas that you occupy in the physical world as mother, father, daughter, son. And you move into that authentic persona, your spiritual persona, your divinity. And imagine luminous, pearlescent frequency of wisdom coming into your ears. Imagine this divine flow of wisdom moving into your ears, into that inner ear that is listening, deeply listening for guidance, activating your intuition, knowing that you're going to hear exactly what your higher self wants you to know, what God wants you to know. And listen and tap into that infinite realm of possibilities that is available to each and every one of us when we're still, when we're calm, when we're present, when we're centered, when we're listening, when we're attentive, when we're paying attention, and we're listening. Just imagine those luminous, pearlescent flow, those flowing streams of grace moving into the body, activating the cells, instructing your body for growth and health. Now you're in a place of being receptive to the flow, the subtle energies of the universe, the subtle energies that affect our physical body. Can you sense a sense of peace and calm and availability? When we're in this place, when we're open in this way, we're in alignment with the vibration of health, of vibrancy. And this is how we become conscious co-creators. We use our mind in a creative manner. This is when we step up above the line. We step into a very creative place, a creative flow. And then the last letter of the word calm is M. And I've chosen the amazing word moving, movement. We get to move from this place of centered, asking and listening. We get to move with grace and ease. How do you move around in the world? Are you tight? Are you restricted? Are you feeling a sense of not knowing where you're going? Well, when you feel that way, what I encourage you to remember is there's something inside you that knows how to move with grace and ease. Just feel into that, moving with grace and ease. What would your life look like if you were moving with grace and ease in your world? If you were moving in a relaxed and easy manner, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, moving with ease in your life. I love to ask myself the question, what if it's easy? What if it's easy to take a walk? What if it's easy to exercise? What if it's easy to have a movement of flow in my mind that is positive, that is inspiring and uplifting? What if I moved in this world with joy? Now, when we have this mindset, when we have this intention, and we actually carry it out, we take it into action, because movement is an action word. We're moving forward in our life. We're moving forward. When we do this, people around us sense this energy. When we're in a place of calm, people around us sense that. And then in that way, we affect others. We lift up others. When we're moving in a place of flow and grace and ease, when we're allowing ourselves to move forward, here's a big one, with forgiveness. When we move forward, forgiving ourselves first and foremost for anything that we may have done in the past. Because when we're not in a forgiving place, when we're holding on to resentment, blame, guilt, shame, then it's as though we're carrying along a lot of energy that needs to be let go of. Forgiveness is a way of being. It's a way of moving. Are you willing to move with grace and ease and flow and abundance and prosperity? If you are, then forgive. Forgive. Let it go and live completely in this now moment. You open the cage of your heart, so to speak, and you let go anything or anyone that you've been holding prisoner with any blame, You let it go. You let them be. Why? Because you want to be free. And so you feel streams of grace moving through your life as you let go of the past and you allow all of those blockages to be gone, all of the fear, all of the guilt, all of the shame to be dissolved as you move with ease and grace in the world. So your courage, your cheerfulness, your resolution, just like those posters from 1936 were telling us, our courage, our cheerfulness, our resolution will bring us joy, will bring us victory, will bring us freedom. And we get to defend this freedom with all our might. How? By standing God at the doorway of our mind. And so I have some affirmations for us. So let's close the outer eyes. Listen and repeat. Hands on heart, activating the body, telling ourselves that we're going to be receiving something beautiful. And allow these words to have meaning and wash over you. I am calm. I am calm. Feel it. I am courageous. I am courageous. Feel your strength there. I am cheerful. And feel a smile move across your face as you welcome that cheerfulness into your body and into your mind, into your movements and actions. Listen to and repeat. My calm resolve brings me victory and freedom, brings me victory and freedom. Feel that. You're free, mentally free. Maybe if you're overcoming some illness or some diagnosis, you don't feel free, but you're mentally free. And as your mind becomes free, your body lets go of the toxins. Your body lets go of the illnesses and your body becomes free. Remember, our blood responds to the pictures we hold in our mind. So picture yourself as free. I am victorious. I am victorious. I am free. I am free. I am free. And I stand at the doorway of my mind as I carry on, and see yourself carrying on, centered, listening, asking, moving forward with grace and ease. So blessings to you. Thank you for supporting us here at the Growing Edge Live broadcasts and Satya Center. We've got something very special planned for you. And we're having a gathering, an actual gathering on Zoom on the 28th of February, and you're all invited. Please IM me, Alison Benjamin, or send us an email at the Satya Center at gmail.com if you'd like to have the link to our Zoom meeting, 2 p.m. on Sunday, the 28th of February. And Ben and Leslie are going to be playing music. And we're going to do a wonderful tribute to our community. So we want you to send us a couple of photos, maybe a 1 minute or less video of you telling us, answering these questions. And these are the questions, and we'll put them in the chat. What was your biggest growth moment in 2020? What was your biggest growth moment in 2020? That's the first question. And what will you leave behind in 2020? What are you willing to let go of? What will you leave behind? And then this is the best one, the most juicy. What are you calling in? What are you calling in for 2021? And you're going to send these to bennyreed@gmail.com. That's Ben Hill's email. That's BENNYREED@gmail. And you're going to send him a couple of photos, your comments or answers to these questions. What was your biggest growth moment in 2020? What will you leave behind in 2020? And what are you calling in for 2021? Who do you want to be? What do you want to experience? So go ahead and send those emails to bennyreed@gmail.com. We're really looking forward to a wonderful gathering on Sunday, the 28th of February at 2 p.m. with Leslie and Ben playing some amazing, inspirational, uplifting, inspiring, calming music. So love and blessings to you. Thanks again for your support. You can Venmo Satya Center if you'd like to support our ongoing Growing Edge ministry to inspire conscious evolution, to heal hearts, and to transform lives. And your donations help to give legs and wings to our vision and mission. So let's go within and do an activation. So if you're healing something, if you're ready to transform something in your world, if you're ready to call in something more amazing in your experience, just hold that in mind here as we do this prayer together. Take a breath, relax, center in. And as we join together here in our beautiful, beloved community, we know that there is only one. There's not two. There is only one power, one presence, one infinite organizing intelligence. And we are beautiful, precious, individualized expressions of the one life, sparks shot forth from the very center of the cosmos. We are these beautiful spiritual beings here in these wonderful bodies. Just get a sense of how unique each one of us is, but we're all one. We're all connected. And it's in this awareness that I speak these words with confidence. I speak these words for each and every one of us, knowing that our words affect our lives. The pictures we hold in our minds inform our blood, inform our body. The pictures we hold in our mind, and we're creating pictures together here of health, of vibrancy. Just see yourself moving with ease and grace, moving with joy and laughter in your lives, and allow this to be your mantra. I am here to experience a life of ease and grace and abundance and prosperity. And see it playing across the screen of your mind like a movie. Let it be your mantra. I am here for peace. I am here for good. I am abundantly prospered in all that I do and all that I am. I serve humanity in joyful and uplifting ways. And just imagine yourself being and doing all that you love. See your relationships enhanced, deepening, joyful, passionately creating, knowing that you have creative thoughts all the time. Feel this, see this, and know that right here and now, as we claim our sovereignty, as we stand firmly grounded, calm, centered, asking, listening, moving with streams of grace, let us send a blessing out to all that are here on planet Earth currently, all sentient beings, the two-leggeds, all those that are supporting everyone that is suffering, our doctors, our essential workers, all of the technologies that are supporting our health and vibrancy and well-being. All peoples across this globe, all four-leggeds, winged, finned, hooved, creepy crawlers, to all the elements, the earth, water, wind, fire, ethers, the tree people, the stone people, the plant people, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, Father Sky, and the great star nations, Mother Earth, and ourselves. And let us feel the deep blessing of feeling grateful for all that we have and all that we are. And let's send this out in luminous waves, waves of grace around our globe, uplifting, inspiring, innovating. For this we are blessed. Feel the waves of gratitude moving through you now. Take a breath, and let's say together, and so it is. Peace and blessings, everyone. Lots of love. See you next Sunday here on Growing Edge Live. Love you. Contact us if you'd like a prayer partner. We've got conscious living practitioners that are ready and willing and able and wanting to work with you in person. So love you. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.